One of the biggest reasons I started this podcast was to be able to promote and push other businesses. Even though that's not why I started it, it's kind of my natural go-to in life. So I have made a ton of friends in Reno. I shoot for a ton of businesses, and people know that I'm doing the podcast now, which is amazing. I think I've posted like 25 episodes at this point. This one will get posted in about a month from now. It's August 3rd right now. And oh, guys, hey, I'm Jeramie. My name is Jeramie. I run Raw Focus. I'm a professional photographer. I have a YouTube channel, influencer, mild influencer, all that crap. I still have to pay for stuff that they send me. But father, husband, all that fun stuff. I'm born and raised in Sparks, Reno, Nevada, and I started a podcast. And I am learning a lot about local businesses, my friends' local businesses, and kind of pushing that out and helping them a little bit. Today is no different, guys. Today is Lindsay and Kirk. Lindsay is a client of mine, and I can't remember how we met prior to that, or if it was just social media or not, and I'm actually really bad at that stuff. But once I'm in front of somebody, then I kind of know. But before I closed my studio, she did a headshot session with me to promote her stuff, lifestyle headshot session. It worked out really nicely. And I guess a few months later, she joined this company, Gratis Gives, so gratisgives.com. And guys, you're gonna hear the conversation, but this is amazing. Just a quick rundown on what they do. Guys, if you're taking credit cards, what they do is they become your credit card processor, right? So you're with PayPal, Square, whatever, they become your processor. So now you're running cards through Gratis Gives. And what they're doing is not only are they offering it at less, they're gonna save money, but they're actually taking a portion of what you saved and asking you, do you want to donate that to a local nonprofit? Which is huge, guys. We all want to donate. We all want to help, but we don't really maybe feel like we have the extra money. So instead of maybe spending your $300 a month in credit card processing fees to PayPal, which gives it directly to PayPal, you never see any of it. This company says, hey, we'll give you $250. We'll charge you $250 instead of the $300 because it's still credit card processing. They have to pay the credit card companies, but you get $50 back. You save $50 now. So instead of just keeping the $50, do you want to donate like 10 or 15 bucks of that to Boys and Girls Club, Children's Cabinet, Step 2, whatever you're into, and you have lost no money. In fact, you've saved money and you haven't had to change anything. It's one of those like doy things, right? Like, oh my God, yes, if I come up to you as a business owner, yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. What's the catch? No catch. Oh, you do it. Cool, cool, cool. They're a local company. They're dealing with local businesses, local nonprofits. They have faces to their company. So you guys are listening to this and watch it wherever you're watching it, and you'll kind of figure it out. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I don't have any sponsors today. Let's call Gratis Gives my sponsor today. But we didn't take anything from them. They didn't give me anything. They just gave me their time, and I'm very appreciative of that. Hope you guys are having a good day. Without further ado, here's Lindsay and Kirk with Gratis Gives.
Get it right for the evening news.
I like it. Yeah, very evening news. Are you guys recording on a computer?
We're not recording. You are, right?
I mean, are you guys zooming on a computer?
We are zooming on a computer. She's got her computer for the live Facebook feed to share the watch party.
So are you going to push that to your personal page that I can share that out?
Yeah, so I'm going to push it right now, and it'll be pretty light. So we'll push that now. People kind of see the beginnings of it. I'm going to tag you guys on a few things, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I hit it. And then I did go to you guys' website. I kind of checked things out a little bit last night. I try not to go too in depth so that you guys can actually educate me so I can learn something. Just talk to me about it as if I have no idea what it is, because I think it's actually a really cool concept. And I follow you guys' social media, and I see that you guys are adding more and more people like every other day or something. So it's getting pretty big. Let's go. Share. Come on.
1 second. Hold on.
Yeah. Take your time.
Which website did you go to? The yellow and red one or the blue one?
Oh my God. The one that's on through your guys' Facebook.
So you went to Gratis Gives?
Yeah. Gratis Gives. Yeah. I just clicked the link from there, went straight to there.
Cool.
Raw focus with, let's just tag that Gratis. Please just show up, buddy. Gratis gives Nevada. And then you guys are also in New Hampshire too? Is it Nevada and New Hampshire?
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. Okay.
We're on a mission. We're going to be in all of them.
I think that's cool. Why these two states? Is it just because people live there? Or is it... Okay. That makes sense.
We're properly socially distant so we don't get haters.
Oh, you guys are fine. You guys live together. Just tell people you live together. All right, I'm going to go live real quick. So I'm going to hit this in 3, 2, 1. Cool. So it's going live now. Guys, welcome back to Raw Focus. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I actually haven't done an intro like this in forever. I don't think I do an intro. I normally do this, and then when you guys are done, I actually do like a full intro. So we're not even going to do that. But thank you guys so much for joining Raw Focus today. Lindsay is actually a client of mine. So Lindsay, it is live now. So I don't know if you need to do the party or whatever you got to do for that. I'm always looking for new guests, new things to happen. And she came up to me with the Gratis gives. Okay, what does the word gratis come from? Isn't that tip? Isn't that like a gratuity?
No, gratis actually in Latin means free with value.
God, I knew it. That was going to be my next thing, but I'm like, it's not free because I don't want to say free gives.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead. What does that mean?
Free with values, and it also means kindness in Latin.
That's cool. Okay.
When you're looking for names, it seemed to resonate well, and it was different enough to fit the bill.
So tell me then, first off, let's just start from the beginning. How did this start? What is the need for this? What are you guys doing?
Excellent question. So first of all, Gratis is, let me see, it's built on the concept of collective impact, right? Okay. It's purpose-driven capitalism because that's just the way doing good work is doing good. And that's what we all concentrate on doing here.
Right.
We all love doing great things. It started about 8.5 years ago, okay? And for the first 18 months or so, I just marketed it to my friends and family and close referrals. And then about 24 months in, we contacted Susan G. Komen because since as a child, I was always kind of brought up in a giving household. I was raised by my single mom, and we were always serving holiday dinners at the shelters. So I knew that as soon as Gratis started getting traction that we needed to reach out and see how we can give back. So 2 years in, we contacted Susan G. Komen because I didn't know what I was doing. And they buried me in paperwork and legalese and financial.
Wow.
And dude, I'll tell you what, it was outside of my purview, outside of my bandwidth, and I didn't have the staff I have today.
Were they going, what were they doing? Were they helping you guys, or were they going against you guys?
Well, we had to qualify to work with them. We had to qualify to give them money, which was an interesting thought process for me.
Right. Here, take my money. But no, you can't just take my money.
That's right.
You have to fill this out. I don't take money from anybody. Okay, so 2 years into that, and then what kind of turned around? So did you have to hire staff, hire more people, or what happened?
Actually, we tabled it. It was just it was not the right timing for us. Right. So we went about just building business, month in, month out, and then about 4 years later, during an internal staff meeting, we said that it's time to start giving back. So what are we going to do? Right. And at that very meeting, I said, whatever we do, it's got to be local. It's got to service the local needs of the community because this is our piece of the earth, right? And it's our responsibility to increase the baseline. Right.
Right. So and so we started local. Now you guys are in. So your local is all of Nevada or Reno or where are we focused on?
Right now we concentrate on 2 areas. We have Northern Nevada as well as New Hampshire. Now we have business all over the country in close to I think 24 states now. We just got our first Ohio customer. and
Ooh.
a Nebraska customer, which is pretty interesting. But for the most part, it's Northern Nevada and New Hampshire.
So when you say customers, now guide me through this process of what you guys do, because I know we're going to get into the nitpicky of how we can help and how we can get other people involved. What is a customer? And I'm even reading the sign on the back there, with the payment processing and all that. Tell us who have no idea what this is, what it is.
Awesome. So Gratis Gives is designed, first of all, to be a bridge between the local business owners and the local nonprofits. The way it works is really simple. We use merchant services as a horse. We go in and we identify what the merchant is overpaying. We identify what the savings could and should be for that specific customer to continue to take credit cards. And then we take that savings and we turn it into two things. One is a savings for the customer, which obviously is important, as well as we turn it into vital funding for the local nonprofit, that the merchant gets to pick which nonprofit. And we currently work with 12 right here in Northern Nevada.
Yeah, I was at your Facebook page last night looking through things. Yeah, I saw local companies helping local nonprofits, which I thought was really cool. So do you guys theoretically then become their new credit card processing company?
Well, so we don't require that our nonprofits do business with us. We don't require that.
Yeah.
So, and because if we did that, then that would be kind of,
right.
Self-serving.
Yeah, self-serving.
Yeah. I meant the businesses. So you become the businesses credit card processing, or do they work with their existing? Okay.
Yeah, we become the business owners credit card processor. We save them money and reallocate a portion of that savings to the nonprofit of their choice.
And how much do they save? I mean, how much are they saving? How are you guys getting below, I guess, that percentage that I felt was standard with all other credit card processing companies?
Well, that's a really good question. And I'm not sure if we have enough time to answer that question.
It's all right. But it's lower, right? So theoretically, it's lower. You guys go in and find ways for them to save money. And then you say, hey, company, hey, Jeramie Lou Photography, do you want to then take this money and throw it in your pocket so you go to Disneyland? Or do you want to give this to Boys and Girls Club or Children's Cabinet or something like that that's local? Is that theoretically how it works?
Theoretically, that's how it works, yes. Yeah.
Do you guys find a lot of these companies actually doing that? Do you find a lot of them giving what they saved onto that?
Probably over 90% of the customers that sign on board with us pick a nonprofit and reallocate a portion of their savings.
That's amazing. And that's the point, right? That's kind of what you guys are doing. So if they're signing up with you guys, switching out, then yeah, that's hopefully the goal. I guess unless they're really want to save money.
The option, we give them 4 options. So there's 4 different
go through it. Let's do it. What are the options?
So there's 4 different levels of contributions that they can make, obviously from the lowest to the highest. And somewhere between 60 and 70% of the merchants are picking the highest one all the time. And I say that because we need to remember that it's not a new payment for them. It's not a new bill for them. They're already paying the fees already. So our job, we are incented to come in and save them money because the program works off of savings.
Yeah, totally. So it's a beneficial for the business. Do they get to write off any of these taxes or any of these fees or anything like that? How does that work?
Well, it's like I gave you these questions. These are really good.
I own a business. I'm just trying to figure out my questions.
So let me ask you a question. Before I answer your question, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, when you do your taxes, do you claim your merchant services fees as an expense?
Yes.
Right. So this would be no different. These would be built into your merchant services fees, and you would claim them off. You would claim them as if it was the way you've always done it.
Right. So it's just a business expense.
Right. You cannot then reclaim the contribution part because that would be double dipping, and that's a no-no.
Right. That's really interesting.
That's right. I'm not a CPA. In fact, I can't spell.
Totally. Yeah. You didn't spell CPA at all.
Right.
So then how long has this been going on? I know we talked about the 2-year thing and then you tabled it. When did everything kind of come on, and did Lindsay join after, or how did you guys kind of get this together?
Okay. So in October 2017 is when we birthed the idea. and then it took us until August of 2018 to launch because
Okay,
of the
it's a little
legal
less than a
need.
year later. Yeah.
Yep. So we actually launched Gratis Gives, which is the charitable arm of Gratis Payments. In 2 weeks, it'll be 2 years ago.
Awesome.
So
So Gratis Gives is, so the business itself is part profit, part nonprofit. Is that why there's two different business sides of it?
no, we are a for-profit company.
Okay,
that
cool.
that connects the business community with the nonprofit community, and they contribute. Now we also contribute. All the employees are part of an employee program that all the employees give back on a weekly basis as well, so we can put our money where our mouth is.
Right.
And we as a company also give back quite a bit as well.
I love that. Now, go ahead.
To get back to the other question is, Lindsay came on. Lindsay was actually a merchant of ours, who was a customer who picked two of the nonprofits, and she loved the concept, loved the idea. Really has a commitment to heightening humanity through business, which is the business model that we subscribe to. And we sat down, and I think we sat down over a glass of wine at Woody's.
Yeah.
And
that's how it starts. Yeah, I miss Woody's. I miss eating in places. Although I'm saving, that's my savings right there. That's what you should get. You should get like, hey, instead of going out to restaurants, this is what you save. Donate. How long ago was that? How long ago did Lindsay join on?
Well, yeah, so I joined Gratis in May of this year.
Cool.
Again, after working with the program for, probably almost a year, when Kirk and I got reintroduced. I mean, Kirk and I have known each other for a number of years and kind of got reconnected through this program. He approached me. I was working in another local company, and he approached me through a mutual connection. And so that's how small like the Reno community is. So Kirk came in and kind of explained, hey, this is what we do. And of course, initially it was a business transaction, how can you save us money in these operational aspects? But then when he really sold that other piece of, but this is what you can do with those savings, I was like, where do I sign? It really resonated with me, and it made sense, and it was a win-win. And that's really, what the program is after, is to create, value for both the nonprofits, the community, and the local businesses. And right now is the perfect time for us to really support each other, and staying local is more important than ever. And so this is a great way to do that.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. I don't know. So how many are people still learning about this, or how are you guys getting the word out to business? Are you just calling people, going in? How is this working for you guys?
Well, we operate like a lot of, hold on for a second. Let's not forget that Gratis Gives is only 2 years old. So we are still out networking like crazy.
I'm an immediate person. Like when I roll something out, like everybody needs to know now, which is hence like the podcast, the YouTube, and all that stuff. So my brain is constantly like not sleeping, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. So my goal with this is like, how do we just tell people, like, how ridiculous do you not know that this is here right now? We just got to make sure that you know. So yeah, 2 years old. 2 years old now. So yeah, which is still a baby in terms, but also it's 2 years of your lives that you guys are pushing out there. From social media, it seems like people are starting to catch on a little bit. But yeah, how is the word getting out there?
It's just word of mouth and referrals and relationships. Things that are important to me are relationships. And for those of you guys out there that know me well, you know that relationships run deep in my world. So I really, really, really love the fact that people love what we're doing, and they have no problem referring people to us.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, small town stuff, right? I mean, they trust you, they know you. So as soon as you put something in their lap, they know that it's going to be beneficial, which I like, because, it's kind of, we see companies do, I don't want to say similar things, but companies do everything all over the world, and it just kind of gets shot at us and sounds great, but we don't know the people that are actually running it and doing it. And I think that's a huge, huge deal. So that's a
great point, if you don't mind, because it's really important that when we designed this program, I would walk into a Starbucks, right? And only because there was no local coffee shop around, just FYI.
My favorite muffin.
That's right. And you'd see that big brown basket with the waters in it, and it would say, buy a water and 10% goes to save the earth. 10% of the profits go to save the earth.
Right.
And between you and I, 10% of what? Because at the end of the year, when I'm doing my taxes, and if I'm showing a profit, I'm buying computers, I'm buying software, I'm bonusing people, which therefore is impacting what's going to the desired cause.
Right.
Our program is nothing like that. This is not a 5% of proceeds or 10% of profits. This is completely based off of the customer's gross processing value. No one can hide. The merchant can't hide. Gratis can't hide, and the nonprofit can't hide. It's fully disclosable, and everyone receives a statement every month. I have also set up escrow accounts for every nonprofit. We have 12 individual nonprofits that we have 12 individual escrow accounts for that I pay the fees for. So there's no fees offset to the merchant or to the nonprofit,
Right.
and then the nonprofit is named on the account, and we are named on the account, but neither one of us can remove money, only the escrow company. So we set it up in such a way that is pure and clean and transparent.
Complete transparency.
Love it.
I mean, is that not normal? Now I'm getting nervous when I donate my stuff. So like, do other I don't want to say nonprofits, other large companies that say that they donate 10%, they donate whatever, is that not what they do, or did you guys just take that extra step just to be transparent and just to let people know that this is actually what our goal is?
So I can only speak for myself.
Sure.
But when you say 10% of profits, and then the business owner is in control of
that money,
the actual net profit at the end of the year,
right?
Then the owner of the business is in control of the check that goes to the nonprofit.
So that one person, right?
Not do the right amount, but I'm just telling you, there's only one party in control, and that to me was not necessarily as clean or as pure as it could.
Right. Well, it's the whole situation where, like, I mean, recently me and my wife, we've been donating a lot of our stuff just to whatever. So we've been looking at places to donate to, and the hope is that we give you guys the stuff, you sell it, and it goes towards your organization that you promise. And then going online, we start to find that people get these fees, and then by the end of it, they're only getting a percentage of what they said that they were going to give. So I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why is this happening? So yeah, so I like that you disclose that. I like the extra transparency of it, but I also believe that what you guys are doing speaks for itself rather than just that extra bit. Do you guys do this full time, or do you guys do something else? Because it sounds like you guys, I mean, obviously are doing other things, and then this is a side thing that you guys are 100% in? How's it working?
We have a staff of 11 here.
Cool.
So it's full time.
And everybody works for the company, or
jobs?
Okay. Entrepreneurs, hustle.
But I realize that it's not. I like what I do. I mean, right. I like the credit card industry, and I like the business model. But to be honest with you, it's not. That's not what keeps me here. What keeps me here is the fact that I love why I do what I do. I love helping our community. It's magical to hand out those checks. It really is. It's like no other experience I've had. In 2 years, we've handed out over $50,000 to the local nonprofits. And it feels good.
Well, and that's just like, not even, I mean, you're doing something, but it's like the businesses aren't even like doing anything, right? It's just, they signed a thing. They said, hey, just save me money, but I'll give it away. It's not like you had to like rent out a ballroom to have people come and sing and dance, and like those normal dinners that I get invited to all the time, which I used to hate. Now I'm like, just invite me to a dinner. But like, yeah, so now it's just that extra, they don't have to do anything. Like a business doesn't have to do anything, and then they can help raise money.
So let me give it to you in a nutshell. So let's say we have a local dentist, right?
Right.
And the local dentist pays, let's say, $500 a month in credit card fees. Okay? We're going to offer to do it, and I'm just picking numbers out of the air here,
sure.
So you do cowboy math. They're paying $500. We're going to offer to do it for $400.
Right.
Now, I just saved you $100.
Right.
I'm going to ask that you take $20 of the savings and donate it to any one of these 12 nonprofits. So you keep 80 of the savings, so you have your incentive to do business with us.
Right.
And your incentive to pick the nonprofit because you're migrating to a platform that cares about your community.
And yeah, so they pick the nonprofit. So if it's a dentist and let's say it's like Teeth for Kids or something in Reno, then they might have more incentive. They can pick it. So they might have more incentive to even donate the full 100, which I hope is an option. So that, that's crazy. And they're not doing anything different. That's the biggest thing for me. It's like, I'm as a photographer, I photograph all these behind the scene events for charities, and they use these photos for the next year to get more people in, to get us to donate gift certificates, baskets, and all that stuff, so people to do auctions. And, at the end of the day, they're all working hard, board members of like 50 people, and they'll pull like, $20,000 in that event. And which is great, but all the work that goes into that, when they could just really do something like this, and clients will come in and be like, hey, if you use your credit card, that some of this will go. I mean, are they allowed to advertise like that? Are they saying like, hey, if you pay with, since you're paying with credit card, part of the proceeds will go towards Boys and Girls Club or Jeramie Photography's nonprofit fund?
Any of the participating nonprofits, yes.
Okay.
And we had another business come on board at Avell with a day spa in Sparks. They just recently came on board, and the first thing that happened is they sent out an email blast and said, hey, we're now part of this program, and so every time you come in and you have a card with us, like, this is where it's going, and it's supporting a local nonprofit. And so I think that's really good. People are excited about it once they understand how it works. It's just kind of like a little bit of our slogan you might hear around is automatic and sustainable.
Yeah.
And so it's a no-brainer. You don't have to think about it. It's no extra work for
anybody, right? You guys.
I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Jeramie, most people want to do more. They really do.
I believe that.
They want to give more. They want to do more. They want to volunteer more. But, cash flow gets in the way oftentimes. Timing constraints also gets in the way.
They don't know how to do it.
Yeah. They run the risk of looking stupid by calling and saying something. So this gives them a way, like Lindsay was just saying, to get involved with a program that's automatically behind the curtain, happens automatically. It's sustainable. It's easy. It's kind of like a you set it and you forget it mentality.
Ooh, the Ron Popeil. I don't know if you guys remember Ron Popeil, but he used to say set it and forget it with all of his dried cooked foods on infomercials in the middle of the night.
That's right.
This was back in the day. I don't know how old everybody is, but I watched a lot of infomercials.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a BAM guy. I'm always yelling.
Bam. Oh, yeah.
Oh, bam!
People even remember Emerald? Like, I don't even know if people remember him.
I got his cookware.
Yeah, is he still doing anything?
I don't know.
We're gonna kick it up a notch, though. We're gonna get.
Oh my God, yeah. Let's keep. I think that's it. I think that was it. I love this. So now your guys' focus is. I know local businesses. Are we looking at local small businesses? Can any business in the Northern Nevada, New Hampshire area do this, or does it have to be like a smaller company? What are you thinking?
Any business anywhere in the
anywhere in the world, right?
In the country can do business with us.
Okay.
Yeah. We have business from Maine to California down to Florida, and so we have business all over.
So how are those people finding you guys then? Is it through your relationships with them? Do you know these people, or?
Yeah. We get a pretty well connected staff of people.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's amazing. So my only concern is like,
it's kind of like we're not a mob. Okay. That sounded kind of like, we're like part of the mob.
Well, yeah, he's got a little mob accent too, though, like I feel it, I hear it.
That's right. Like, I'm from Boston, so don't hold it against me.
Yeah, you don't have to sign up, but like, you're going to want to sign up. And I'm like, okay, I'll sign up. Yeah. We'll make you an offer. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm a small business, and so I do everything via like PayPal, Square, because all of my stuff is online invoice, and that's how I kind of work things. I know a lot of hairstylists, my wife, and all that, and it's for the simple fact that we don't get the access of a merchant because we're this is my office, this is my studio, I'm on location everywhere, so I need something mobile and ready to go. what do you say to those people that are using stuff like that? To me, to my wife, who's a hairstylist who charges on her Square when clients come in, because the salon itself doesn't actually have a merchant like credit card processing machine because they won't pay for it. What do you tell those companies the easiest way to transition into maybe using something with you guys, if
So
there's a way?
in a nutshell, from a 90,000 foot view, there's nothing you can do with Square that you can't do with Gratis. The biggest difference is, one is you're putting money in Dorsey's hands, nothing against Dorsey. However, the other, you're putting money into the local economy. And I think we both know that I think the figure is 45 cents of every dollar spent locally stays local. So
Cool.
The more we can support local, the better off we are.
Yeah, I agree.
But the mobile devices, we have all those. We have.
You guys have that. That's what I want to know. Okay, yeah. I just want that technical aspect. Like if I were to leave PayPal and Square, I use PayPal for pretty much everything. It's just there in my booking system.
2.9 and 30 cents.
What's that?
2.9 and 30 cents.
Yeah. I don't know what they do, but I look at it every year and I'm like, well, at least I'm making money. The higher this number is,
more that.
Yeah, it's so annoying. And everybody's doing the Venmo thing, which I've reading recently that theoretically it's illegal. Venmo might go away one day without anybody knowing, and then it can go after businesses. So I always kind of warn my people that I mentor and train in small business that, hey, do something else. So you guys have a swiper, so they can do it on the fly. So my wife can change over.
We do a lot of e-commerce as well. We have a very big manufacturing card not present scenario, where you have a manufacturing or production facility that just takes payments from retail establishments buying their products, and they take payment via their computer.
That makes it easy. That was actually my only giant concern researching this last night was like because everything that I talk about on Raw Focus, I want to try, I want to learn, I want to know if it helps me and it helps the community. Obviously, I'm born and raised here in Reno, or Sparks primarily. I live in Sparks. But this is my community. We've been here forever. I don't know if I'll ever leave. But yeah, that was my biggest thing is like, how would I physically do that? Because I don't want to say no, but I also need to keep running my business as it's been running, which it sounds like you guys kind of have that game going. You kind of just step in. People don't have to change anything. It just kind of goes in. You let us come in, let us change your stuff out, and nothing changes on your end. And I think that's amazing.
With the exception of now you get public awareness from us and the nonprofit that you pick that promotes your company.
I love that. Well, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. The more money you transaction, the more the nonprofit makes, the more Gratis makes, and the more you make. So it's a win-win-win. So we really try to help promote our merchants as much as we can as well. Which is why
you guys do that through the social sites and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, on our Facebook, like we're highlighting, our nonprofits and then our merchants. And what's really cool is we have maybe merchants that have selected, 2 of our nonprofits, but, found a way to maybe make a donation or work with another nonprofit that's in the program, which is really great because we can help facilitate that. But we're also letting people know that maybe work at the nonprofits. Hey, are you guys in need of a photographer for your next, event? Hey, this guy is actually in,
he's part of our program. Yeah.
I mean, so that's how we just start connecting and people start, really building this up. And that's the impact. That's the collective impact.
And we do that all the time. We promote our merchants to our onboarding customers as well.
And that's just like a side perk, right? I mean, that's something that, like, hey, thanks for helping us. We're going to push you out. And I think it's smart. I think it's a good way to go. I mean, crap, I'm part of I'm president of a Weddings of the West, an organization full of wedding vendors who are all independent, venues and all that. So it would actually be nice to have you guys come in, if you can do it, a little live talk for like 20 minutes to the group. We have like 50 vendors and something, all different all over. We'll talk about that on the side, something different.
We could do that.
Yeah. I know. I mean, you can. It'll be easy.
You might be able to fit that in.
That's right.
I'll let you guys know. But I'll get you in on one of the meetings in next month or the month after. And but it'd be kind of cool just to explain to them that there are options. I know, like I said, when I first signed up, for PayPal, I just signed up for PayPal because it was like, hey, PayPal. And I was like, oh, I know PayPal. Like, I've used them before. But I've never had the option of this. It almost reminds me of that company Acorns. I don't know if you're familiar with them, where like, and yeah, that was just for my savings, but like I would go and spend $93.42 somewhere and they take the other 58 cents and then they throw it into my bank account. So I'd always have an even number, rounding up. And it reminds me of that. It's a little bit different, but it's money that you're like, yeah, cool. You know, here's every 30 cents or something will go towards whatever. And at the end of the month, it actually makes an impact.
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah, this is awesome. You guys are onto something. So before we wrap this up on Facebook here, walk me through how somebody signs up, how the process goes. If somebody's watching this and they're like, I need to do this, what do I do? Give me that rundown.
Again, I'm going to give you the succinct version. Typically, the way it works is you have a merchant or a business owner that is already taking credit cards. Okay. What we would need is a month statement from your credit card processor. And we use that to determine what type of cards you're taking, how many transactions you're taking, and we do a complete, let's call it a credit card audit of all of the pertinent information.
Right.
And then we prepare a side-by-side comparison that shows you what you have now versus what you would have had if you were with us. And then we take those numbers and transpose it into an impact summary, so we can also at the same time show you how much of an impact in your community you can have.
Okay.
I do want to, before we before I get to say this, I have one more thing. It's personally my favorite part of the program, and we haven't talked about it yet.
Let's do it.
I love the bridge building component. You know, the fact that Gratis has connected business owners with nonprofits who have now become board members for these nonprofits. We've created new donors. We've created new revenue streams. That's all awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love that part. But the most exciting and the most fun part to me is every year we do a celebration. Now that celebration is a plated dinner on me. It's an open bar on me.
There's that dinner. There's that dinner you're waiting for.
I want a dinner.
If you
Get
join.
me to a dinner with people.
But the best thing about that is, you know, we invite all the nonprofits. We invite all of their board members, okay, and their influential contributors come in. We invite all of the participating merchants to come in as well. So if you're part of the program, you plus one get to come. So
Cool.
What we have is a community that has people shaking hands and kissing babies, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
They're merchants meeting the nonprofit executive directors, personally offering their help. They're meeting the board members. They're connecting to do future business as well. So
Right.
It is a major night of connection.
I love that. It's like a mini BNI group, or like I guess a major BNI group, but without the BNI part.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been invited to like 40 BNI groups. I go, and then I just don't sign up, and then I'm like, I feel bad, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to find somebody to go if I don't want to go.
Last year we did New York strip and salmon as an option. The other.
What about for us vegans?
We did do a vegan selection as well, because our office manager is vegan, and trust me, we won't do anything without a vegan option.
No, yeah. High five your office manager, because they're saving lives. Saving lives and saving cows. I don't care about cows. I just do it because I have high cholesterol and it saves my life. But I'll kill a cow any day. So, okay. So we'll push the information out, guys. I'm going to stay connected with you guys so you guys can come and talk to my vendors. And hopefully this gets the word out a little bit more. But I've been tagging businesses and stuff as we've been talking here that should know about it. I mean, City of Reno, Reno Riverwalk District, who I shoot for, Getaway Reno Tahoe Magazine, who deals with tons of different companies. It's stuff like that I think people really know about, and it's amazing. Is there anything else that you guys want to tell the people before we log off?
That's a really good question. I guess if they want to be part of something special and really, if they want to be able to be part of the change that they all talk about, this is one of the ways they could go. It's not, this is the way, but it's just another way, to add another piece, another how do you say, another way to give back, right?
Right. It's an easy way to give back too.
What?
It's an easy way to give back too.
Because they're already doing it. They're already taking cards.
Right. So, I mean, it's super simple. Like, guys, everybody's watching this right now. I mean, I'm going to sound like an infomercial right now, but you're already taking credit card payments. You guys, what they're going to do is they're going to come in and they're not only going to save you money, but you can actually take part of that money, which you should, and donate that to a local nonprofit. There's no lose-lose here. There's nothing that I'm seeing here that would be negative. Really, it's just doing your own thing, but now it's just pushing out to other nonprofit. I mean, I don't understand why somebody would say no to that as a business owner, as just a general person that says, hey, yeah, no, like you can be part of that crew that says, no, I do donate every year, rather than like, no, I write a check to my country club. Before we bail, can you guys tell me, is there anything that a company would need to do? Have you guys ever said no to a company? And if you have, is it because they're not prepared for it? And what do they need to prepare for it, if that makes sense? So somebody can actually get their ducks in a row.
Can you say the question again, please?
Have you guys ever said no to a company? And if you have, is there a reason that you said no, or is it just because they were unprepared?
Yeah, so first and foremost, it's got to match with my personal values and principles. If it's outside of what business that I want to do business with, I'm not taking it.
Okay.
And there are specific industries that do cater to that style of business. It's not that we can't write it. It's just that I don't want it. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? That sounds terrible, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, it's your business. You can rock whatever you want. And that's a whole different ball game. I mean, it's not something that, I care to talk about, but like, yeah, I totally get it. Everybody, we all have the right to reserve, blah, blah, blah. No masks, no shirts, no service. But if you go in with no pants and a mask, you're fine.
Other than that, though, we've got business across a broad spectrum of industries, really a ton.
Okay, cool. And what if they're not taking credit cards right now? Because I know that you said that the first thing is if they're taking cards right now, they're good to go. What if they're not?
We have a lot of customers that come to us as new what we call new acceptors. They are newly accepting credit cards. And we have absolutely no problem with that. In fact, we love to be their first one because we have a commitment internally here that we call ridiculous customer service.
Ooh.
So we want to wow their pants off, if you know what I'm saying.
I like
that. We love
figuratively. I like that. Wow their pants off, but like not for reals. Yeah, because that is inappropriate. Awesome, guys. All right, so everybody that's watching this, information's on the wall behind you, but if you guys can't see it on the podcast, it's Gratis. Wait, is it? Oh God, I'm gonna say it wrong. Gratis gives. Gratis. Gratis. Gratis.
Gratis.
Gratis. God, I'm saying like au gratin is what I want to say. Like au gratin.
You're making it sound like fancy. Like
it sounds sexy, right? Gratis give. Gratis. Would you like some gratis? Would you like free? So Gratis give.
Become a merchant. You can call it whatever you want.
All right, cool. Oh, good. Yeah, great. It's called jeramielou.com now.
Yeah.
Gratisgives.com. You guys can find some information on them, on what they're doing. But guys, pretty simple. If you guys are already taking credit cards, just switch. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know why you wouldn't, to be honest, unless PayPal's giving you money or not charging you at all or something. But this way you can save money and donate. Thank you guys both so much. Stay on the line. We're going to go off Facebook. You guys can say bye to everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. How'd you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty simple. So are you guys doing podcasts normally, or because I know, Lindsay, you messaged me like a couple months ago or something, trying to get a cam link and all that stuff.
We did we haven't, this is actually our first podcast. So thank you.
Okay.
Podcast. So what we had to do, because as Kirk was talking about the big plated dinner and the whole thing, we couldn't do that because we couldn't have a group of more than 20 people.
Right.
And so we ended up doing our presentation of our big checks and everything with our nonprofits via a live Facebook event. So that's why we had no idea what the heck we were doing. And so we all did that on the fly and literally went down to like the final 5 minutes before we went live. We had everything working. We had 5 minutes to spare. Like it was down to the wire. Like
yeah.
And we handed out $30,000 that day.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, what I think you're doing is really cool. I like it because it's a need that people didn't know that they needed. And the fact that nobody has to do anything different actually boggles my mind, because I get hit up with a lot of business propositions and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but you have to completely do this in order for it to work. And once you do that, you're fine. And for somebody like me, who's very, type A, like I have everything set up in here. So if you were to change a light in my office, I would freak out and need to know why. But if it's something simple, then I think it's amazing. So I hope I push this out for you guys. Lindsay, I'm going to hit you up maybe for like, and you guys can both come totally. But it's the second Wednesday of every month. So I have a speaker for September. So it might be like November or something, where I can get you guys to do like a little 20-minute spiel to the vendors that show up at that time. And then that way I can push you guys out a little bit more. But it's really just, so Weddings of the West is, tons of wedding vendors. You guys are more than welcome to join, although I don't know how much wedding, I guess it's not really for weddings. It's just wedding vendors together. But not a B&I group. We just get together. We have lunches, dinners, meetings, hanging out, but really talking about our industry. But to get you guys in, just let people know there's a way for them to accept payment, I think would be huge. And they're all like independent people that would need a swiper because they're running stuff online and all that. So we'll push it out for you guys. Hopefully that works.
Right on.
That's awesome.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much. Any questions for me at all before we bail?
I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
So it went live on Facebook, and you're going to post the, as I saw on your Facebook, there's like a raw focus. You're going to post the audio portion of it.
Yeah, I'm going to post a podcast on. So if do you guys listen to podcasts in general? So anywhere you guys find podcasts, you can just find Raw Focus and subscribe to mine. You can see all of mine. This one will probably post in the next 3 to 4 weeks. The Facebook Live, you guys can share and put anywhere you guys want. If you guys need the full video, let me know. I'll send you guys a full video. I will also throw this. I have a YouTube channel, so I have about 5K subscribers. And I will throw this on YouTube as well when the podcast actually goes out at the same time. So there's a way for them to watch it and listen to it at the same time. So they'll see all of this edited down. But as far as the live goes, promote it, post it, use it for wherever you guys want. If it can, you guys embed it somewhere.
When your podcast goes live?
What's that?
Can you notify us when it goes
live?
live?
I'll actually tag you guys. So I'll share it on Facebook and I'll share it everywhere, and I'll tag both you guys, and I'll tag Gratis in there as well, or Gratis in there as well. I know. So my biggest fear when starting the podcast is actually people's names and their business names. Because for some reason, if I stare at something too long, I will change it in my mind. And I think this is because when I was younger, I would mess up people's names and they would get mad at me as like new in the business. So you don't have to go in and shake your, hey, I'm Jeramie, nice to meet you. And this is Stan. And I'm like, and it's everybody's name's weird now. Nobody has a normal name. And so I'm sitting there like, and then I mess up their name or I stutter their name or something. And now I have a fear of saying people's names. So I have to write everything down. Like I have like lists of how to say it phonetically. But I can say the word phonetically.
You wouldn't mess up my name.
No, I can't, because I yell at it every day.
And I was on a show when I was younger, so I'm sure you remember Captain Kirk.
Was that you? Kirk's easy, yes, 4 letters. I actually remember Kirk Cameron more.
There you go.
That was my generation. TGI Friday, like TGIF.
Yeah.
ABC. Cool. So so we'll push this out, but if you have some questions, just reach out to me. But thank you guys so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome, Jeramie.
Really
Thank you very much.
Awesome, guys. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay,
All right, later.
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.